So the next section then in this chapter 1 of collecting data is hypothesis. And what is a hypothesis? Now, if we go back and look at the statistical inquiry cycle, which is the whole thing the GCSE statistics course is really based on. You pose a problem to start with, something that you kind of want a solution to, or something you want to question. You make a plan. We talk about how we plan, how to collect the data, analyze the data, and then conclusions. Now, the statistical inquiry problem cycle starts right at the top, really, within the problem. It's a statement that predicts the outcome of an experiment. So get that written down on a flashcard to start with, please. So a hypothesis statement that predicts the outcome of an investigation. Now, let's be really clear. A hypothesis can never, this is the key question that comes up, loads and loads and loads. This is how they're trying to trick you. It's never a question. Okay, so if you have an experiment, you're never posing a question. So is this going to happen? This is going to happen. Okay, so it's a statement that predicts the outcome of an investigation. Pause the video while you finish writing down the flashcard. Right, so a hypothesis is an idea that can be tested by collecting and analysing data. It's a statement and never a question. For example, Phil wants to investigate how the value of a second-hand car changes as the car gets older. So write a hypothesis he can use. You're predicting what the outcome's going to be. So the older the car, the lower the value. Okay, it's a statement. And it doesn't matter, really importantly, if you get your statement wrong, right? If you said the older the car, well, this isn't even necessarily wrong, is it? Because antique car, really old cars, do go up in value. The older the car, the higher its value. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're doing a statement and not a question. So describe what data he could use to test the hypothesis. Value of a second-hand car. So he may use data on the internet, secondary data on a car website that shows the sales of cars. Or he may go to a car garage and look at the age of the cars versus the price of the car. Lots of different ways he can kind of collect that data. Lots of extraneous variables in there as well. The make of the car, the model, the all of that is going to affect the price. But he could go to a car garage and look at the age of the car versus the price tag that it's got on it. Okay, right. Okay, GCSE questions then. Ron wants to investigate the average summer temperature. So we're looking at average summer temperature as one of our variables in European cities. He thinks this will be affected by the height of the city. There's our two variables we're measuring, look. Summer temperature versus the height of the city above sea level. He writes these two statements. Statement A, do cities which are higher above sea level have a lower summer temperature? That's a problem, isn't it? It's a question, right? We can't have a question. The higher the city is above the sea level, the lower the summer temperature is. Great. That is a statement predicting the outcome. Statement A is not a hypothesis. Explain why. It is a question, and a hypothesis can never be a question. Ron uses statement B as his hypothesis. Write down two variables he needs for his investigation. I've already highlighted those for you. So the average summer temperature would be one of the variables. With the second variable being the height of the city above sea level. And that is a hypothesis, okay? A statement, never a question. One more question. Anina wants to investigate whether the boys at her school do more exercise than girls at her school. So the two variables are the gender. One of the variables is the gender and the other one is the exercise. Suggest a hypothesis, a prediction. What are you going to predict? A statement. So you could say boys do more exercise at my school, or girls do more exercise compared to boys at my school. Okay, it's just a prediction. Okay, I'm going to write one of those down for you. So girls do more exercise than boys at my school. As I said, you could also write boys do more exercise. There is no incorrect answer as long as it's not a question. Right, that's hypothesis. Make sure that you get that on the flashcard then, and you're practicing it.